So, that was the first Dreamers concert. The Dreamers represent Bowie, Reeves Gabriels from The Cure, and the backup dancer is apparently meant to be Gail Ann Dorsey, who was a member of Bowie's band for over 20 years. I think that's more of an homage though, because she wasn't brought in to do motion capture, and the character is at best an artistic impression of her. Apparently Gabriels did some motion capture for his character, but Bowie didn't want to, and had his choreographer do it instead. So I guess he's responsible for the dancing looking like a marionette being electrocuted.
Can I be of any help?
This ZAM shop got mentioned in the flyer for the Shaarmet tournament. If you'll notice, the battery for the mecha lamp costs 0 SEDEX, which is because it's not actually an item, but more like a password to get into the tournament.
Thanks. Here's your battery. Come again.
Oddly enough, if your sneak is full, you can't buy it. I guess because they poorly rigged the shopping system. So the elevator in the back lets us into the Shaarmet tournament, which is the main way to make money in the game. You go up against a set roster of opponents, and each win makes you more money. Lose, and you're left outside with no health, and a consolation prize of 10 to 50 SEDEX. It's an endurance match, so I'll top off my health. Now the guy sitting at the top might look familiar because his picture is in every police office. This is Legati Reshev, the de facto ruler of Omikron. Why is he here? I guess he just liked fighting. Seriously, I think the explanation for this was cut from the game. We first go up against Takir, the #1 generic Omikron citizen. Even he isn't a pushover though. Well, I'm here to make some goddamn money, see? So I'll be reverting to incredibly cheap exploits as soon as I get him on the ground. So, about the music. David Cage wanted to collaborate with multiple musical artists for the game's soundtrack, and David Bowie was the one who turned out to be really open to the idea. I don't know the exact specifics, but I've been told that originally the idea was just to contribute a few songs to bookend the game with, but since Bowie was already planning the new album Hours together with Reeves Gabriels, they ended up licensing all those tracks for use in the game. They recorded an alternate version of the song New Angels of Promise with the Omikron name in the lyrics, and mainly Reeves Gabriels recorded hours of instrumental music for use in the game. You can say a lot of bad things about David Cage, but he's a pretty good hype man. Of course, it probably was a pretty intriguing cross-promotional event to sell the new CD, and for Bowie, it may even have been a matter of getting involved in one of those video game thingamajigs that his son Duncan was into. I read that he brought Duncan along to see Quantic Dreams' studio. Omikron was eventually released 5 weeks after Hours came out. Gabriels and Bowie supposedly had some creative disagreements working on the album and split up pretty much right after. Next up is Matok, who has the most impressive 5 o'clock shadow I've ever seen. Apparently, the audience doesn't care too much about the quality of the fighting. If you time them right, you can permanently ruin any opponent using foot sweeps. It's really pathetic. Then it's Chakra, whose model is not placed correctly on the ground. She is 2 years old and something called a crew bore, but that will not be explained for a long time. Suffice to say that she's not a demon, just kind of a beast from outside the city. Then it's Harimal, who is almost identical to Matok. Like I said, all the characters get the same set of moves, so aside from some stat differences, they're all pretty much the same. And lastly is Zar, who is... I have no idea what he is, but apparently he is 159 years old. Well, he's a doormat now. So we get big money and can leave the tournament. As I recall, if you win the tournament, you cannot enter it again until you possess a new body. Well, that's fine. This is more money than we'll ever need. While we're in Calazar, let's browse the dildo store. Ah yes, nice new models.
Hey, dude. What do you want?
Well, they only have one thing to offer me, apparently.
Adios, amigo.
Did he just give me one of those fake-out handshakes where you run your hand through your hair? I don't know why they felt the need to give the poster depth. It looks more like a decorative bathroom tile now. I have someone in mind to give that to. In another corner of Calazar, we find Fuan's workshop. We'll see if he's as good as Tarek promised. I've read that one.
Drink Quita Cola, the energizing drink with radioactive quanta extract. Quita Cola, the drink for...
And that one too.
Be cool, be in. Drink Quita Cola, the happiness drink.
Welcome to Fuan.
Oh.
What can I do for you?
Oh. Now, yes, Fuan isn't great, but I'd like to remind you that Indigo Prophecy had an Asian stereotype so racist, even the player character was like, wow, this is racist.
I am sorry to cause waiting on you. Your presence here brings honor to my miserable shop. My name is Takeo. Tell me what I can do to make you happy.
Damn, this guy looks just like that old Chinese dude in Gremlins. If he offers me a little box with a monster in it, I am gone.
Hello, are you Fuan?
Depends. What you want from him?
I've been told that Fuan could repair this broken sneak.
Terrible state. I might be able to save certain objects from inventory. That good enough?
That's good enough.
It will cost you 400 SEDEX.
Excuse me? 400 SEDEX? That's the price of a new sneak.
Your sneak's in a very bad way, very bad. Either you want it repaired and you pay, or you don't and you chuck it in bin. It takes years of experience to repair a sneak, so of course it's expensive.
Well, I have the money, so I don't get the option to say no. Alright, here's your 400 SEDEX.
I've transferred objects from broken sneak into your sneak. You need electronics? Come see Fuan. You need more? See Fuan. I'm the best and cheapest in all of Omikron.
Oh. Ugh. I'll bear it in mind. Bye.
Welcome to Fuan. What can I do for you?
So now he sells some generic stuff, just like the Zam store. You notice that he sells Transcan tapes that have songs by the Dreamers on them. You can play these in apartments. So what did we get out of Den's sneak? Only one thing, his police badge. But, if you'll remember, that'll allow me to get me into his office. I have one more stop I want to make in Calazar, but I'll need to drive the slider manually to get there because it's not on my map. Gonna make a quick stop in the tunnel here to grab 2 magic rings, which is a little hazardous because the traffic does not like being stopped. A little deeper into Calazar is this place, the abandoned temple. If you recall, the little scroll I found in Kill's office cupboard referred to it. It's a little finicky to find, but if you follow the instructions, you'll find a secret switch. Reincarnation spell. This is what will allow me to transfer to other bodies at will. At the moment, I have no way of using it because Kale only has 10 mana, and I don't have access to enough mana potions to increase it as much as I need. Into the most powerful book of all the universe, for a moment I plunged my gaze. From the Book of Naut I stole this secret, a magical spell to transfer the soul. Use this spell near the one you wish to take, and instantly your soul this body will occupy. You must have a sufficient level of mana. I love how this ancient parchment just reads like an FAQ. For to steal a soul requires an aura. This spell will not work with all, for certain souls are sometimes too strong, so I'll only be able to possess chumps, I guess. Do not misuse your power, or you will lose many advantages in return. I don't know what they mean by that, unless it's that you can sometimes find a new body as a trade down in stats. So, that'll be fun to play with later. Back to Security HQ. I bought that poster with a certain someone in mind.
Wow! Another one for my collection. You know, it's funny. You always see the same thing, but you never grow tired of it. Little gifts foster friendship. Here's one for me.
Thanks, Boog! So, Boog here gives me a master key for Security HQ. You can use this to open one of the locked offices, but the catch is you can only use it once and it's consumed. Some only have an item of food in it, a few have some ammo and a gun in it. I go for Vodem's office, which has 200 ZX, an octo-gun with some ammo, and a large medikit. Another good one is Paxir's office, which has decagon ammo, a large medikit, and 5 magic rings. Alright, into Den's office we go. Got his apartment key. Oh god, stuck on the chair. Truth hides behind the tiger. Well, you can see his stripes, but you know he's clean. And a note about how the awakened are totally not cool. Good to know. A little bit of cleanup. Let's get rid of items we no longer need.
How's it going, Kale? Anything new on Den's death?
I think Den was killed by a demon.
A demon? That's crazy. Have you got any proof?
Hold up. Have you got any proof? I just said a demon did it. That is not the right question to ask. Not yet, but I hope to find some in Den's apartment.
Well, you know you can count on me if you need any help.
Yeah, my good friend Tarek. Thanks, Tarek.
Hey, don't worry about it. Good luck, Kale. I really hope you make it.
See you later, Tarek. Oh, anyway, let's head to Den's apart.
Kale, you've got to come home. There's no time to explain. Come to the apartment right away. Please, you've got to come.
Oh, damn, that doesn't look good. Meet me right away on the roof. Make haste, my love. She had time to write this? The game doesn't tell you this, but when you get into the elevator now, it just goes up to the roof. Hey, what's up? How was your day? Tell us what happened.
Oh, Kale, I was so scared. A demon came here looking for you. He was really angry. He said he wanted your soul. Come here, please. Hold me in your arms.
Of course.
Take me in your arms, darling.
Oh. Demon fights! Demons seem to have a slightly modified fighting style. The Tellus demon does this kind of hunched over running around, and has a couple of moves I haven't been able to replicate. It's a pretty close call, this one. Of course, what would happen if you lost this one? There's no AEMT to save your life this time. Well, this is the point in the game where reincarnation starts to become a thing. So, if you die here, this other character is here to be taken over by you. There's no random element to it, it's a scripted event and it's always the same character. Now I am Xiao, a thief. Despite being wanted by all the police in Omikron, she can walk the street with no problem and even enter security HQ with anyone batting an eye. Her stats are okay, only her defense is a little low, and she starts out with plenty of mana to take over another body if you don't like this one. She gets all of Kale's items and rings, but loses his money in exchange for her own. Like most people you can transfer into, she does have an item of her own that you can gain, a gem which she can sell at the bank for a nice sum of money. Well, on we go. Oh, since it's a new character, I should come up with a new voice for them. Who are you?
My name doesn't matter. I had you brought here because I have something important to tell you.
What do you want from me?
I have come to warn you that your life is in terrible danger.
What does it matter if I die? It's only a video game.
You're wrong. This universe is just as real as yours. I know you're playing a video game in another dimension far away from here. But what you experience here is no game. It's reality. Our reality. And you risk your life every second.
Why am I risking my life in Omikron?
The demons are looking for you. They want your soul. You've already escaped from them several times. They're mad with rage.
Why do they want my soul?
The demons get their evil force from people's souls. The more souls they have, the stronger they are. They take the souls to their master, Astaroth, and those souls are then damned for all eternity.
Tell me about the video game Omikron.
The Omikron video game is a trap created by Astaroth himself. It's bait to attract the player's souls into our dimension.
What should I do to save my soul?
The first thing to do is to destroy the gate the demons created between your dimension and ours. Otherwise, more players will fall for the trap as you did, and the demons will become so powerful that no one will be able to stop them.
How can I destroy the gate?
Astaroth put one of his lieutenants in charge of the gate. You will have to kill the Guardian to destroy it.
Who is the demon guarding the gate?
Gandar is the Guardian of the Gate.
Commandant Gandar.
He had Kale murdered and sent you his body to capture your soul. He and his horde of demons are also responsible for the series of murders that Kale and Den were investigating before they were killed.
Where's the gate?
You can access the gate through Gandar's office. You'll need a power rod to destroy it. It's the only way to annihilate a demon's work.
Where can I get this power rod?
A Yeshu monk awaits you in front of the supermarket in Zone 9. Show him the sign of the awakened, and he will lead you to someone who can help you.
Gandar's office is well guarded. How can I get in there?
You can access the gate through Gandar's office. You'll need a power rod to destroy it. It's the only way to annihilate a demon's work.
What happens when I die? Why do I change bodies?
The body you occupy is not really yours. It's just a vehicle for your soul. When you die, you reincarnate into the body of the first person to touch your corpse.
Why are you telling me this? Whose side are you on?
I can't tell you anymore for the moment. You must trust me. You have no choice in the matter. Unless you want to burn in hell.
Apart from the power rod, will I need anything else?
To get into Gandar's lair, you must first know the door code. Gandar was careless enough to leave it at the scene of one of his murders. Anissa found it. You absolutely must get your hands on the code.
Well, that was a heap of bullshit. We'll go over this next time.